everyone, Kirsten the Blonde Abroad here, and I'm with my friend Amy Pamensky of NourishedBalance.com.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm a nutritionist and a natural chef, and I'm happy to be here.
So, food is a big part of why I travel, and here in Southern California during the holidays, Mexican food plays a really big role in what we eat.
So today I'm going to teach you how to make a traditional tamale recipe, but with a healthy twist.
Can't wait! Okay, so we have all of our ingredients pre-measured. Remember, you can get the full recipe by clicking the link below.
All right, so we're gonna get started. So the first step is to soak the corn husks. And you can find the corn husks at any grocery store in the ethnic food section. And you gotta soak those for about 30 minutes in warm water. Second step is we are going to add some water to the blender. And I'm using a Blendtec today, but you can use a Vitamix or any other high-speed blender.
Okay.
Next we have some melted butter. And we have some onion. Nice flavor in there.
Most important ingredient, right?
Most important ingredient. We're gonna have some corn.
All right.
And for this recipe, we use non-GMO organic corn. So we just chose a little bit of healthier version. So our next ingredient is going to be 1 clove of garlic.
Can I crack the egg?
You can crack the egg.
I don't know what it is. Ever since I was little, I've loved cracking the egg. I've gotten better at it, I'll admit. I used to always get the shells in there.
Probably reminds you of baking when you're young.
Yeah, I'll crack it in here first. I know that's kind of a good technique so you don't
Good
get
work.
any shells in there. Look, Ma, no shells. So 1 egg.
All right, and now we're gonna add all the yummy spices. So right now we just have some sea salt and pepper and cumin. Really, the cumin is a really traditional Spanish spice.
Yum.
And some lime juice.
Ooh, lime juice.
Just give it a little bit of pop.
Nice.
And then we have our masa, which is our cornmeal, and that is going to be our flour that's going to pull everything together. All right, so now we have all of our ingredients for the masa flour or the corn filling, and these are going to be our toppings afterwards, so we'll get back to those soon.
To be continued. So now we just blend this.
Yeah.
And we get our flour.
Just blend it, and then we'll roll our tamales.
Cool. Okay, so we just finished mixing our masa flour. We have our fillings of manchego cheese and some roasted red peppers, and we have our soaked corn husks. So now we can get to forming our yummy tamales.
Are you ready?
I don't know.
It's kind of a little bit of an art, but it is really fun, and once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy.
Cool.
So first we're gonna start, make sure that the corn husk is in the palm of your hand, and we're gonna take about just a big tablespoon of our masa filling, place it right in the middle, not too close to the top or the bottom.
I'm just copying you. This is my first tamale, guys.
So just like that, and then we're gonna take some of the manchego cheese. And you wanna put quite a bit so it's nice and melty inside. And then we're gonna add some of the roasted red peppers.
Cool.
And then we're gonna actually top our fillings again
Okay.
with a little bit of a blanket.
Good night.
All right, so our next step is rolling the tamale. So it's kind of a nice little technique. What you want to do is take one side and kind of capture all the flour in there, or all the mixture, and then you're going to take the other side. Okay, great job.
And I just wrap over.
Wrap over, exactly.
All right.
And then you take the bottom, and you're going to fold it up.
Okay.
We're going to wrap so that we get the bottom of it all nice and tucked. So you have to do...
I don't want any tamales spilling out the bottom.
So one tie to tuck it.
Okay, all right.
Look at that. So that's the first tie.
All right.
All right, and then we're gonna tie the top, just like a little present again.
Part of the experience of a tamale is in the presentation. We did it!
Look at it.
So it is easier than you might think. If I can do it, you can do it.
All right, so we're gonna do the rest of them and pop them in the steamer.
Cool, so let's get wrapping.
All right, so we are going to pop them in the steamer basket. So, and we're gonna steam them for 30 to 40 minutes. just until the dough's nice and set, nice and cooked. All right, and we're gonna have them steam away.
Ta-da!
Alright, so we pulled the tamales out of the steamer and we let them set for about 5 minutes, and now they're ready to eat.
So typically, after cooking these, you give more than you actually eat, but today we will be sampling some, of course.
Definitely. What's the point?
So thank you, Amy, so much for being here. It's been a pleasure. And
thank you so much for having me.
All right, we'll see you next time. Happy holidays, everyone.
Feliz Navidad.